Hey movie freaks, welcome back. It's American Movie Freak Tracy for another review. Today we're going to talk about Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Now this film has been out since Friday, April 28th, but I haven't had a chance to see it till now. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is rated PG-13 and the runtime is 1 hour and 46 minutes. It's rated PG-13 due to the thematic content about sex education and some suggestive material. The movie stars Abby Ryder Fortson,
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Rachel McAdams, who plays Barbara Simon, Margaret's mother,
And you have to wear a bra.
Oh. You think you need one?
Kathy Bates, who plays Sylvia Simon,
And how are you?
I read that when you don't have any loved ones around, your life expectancy drops drastically, but I've had a good run.
Margaret's grandmother, and Benny Sofdi, who plays Margaret's father, Herb Simon. And of course, if you know anything about the film, you know it's based off the stories by Judy Blume, which were popular back in the 1980s. In the movie, like in the story itself, Margaret Simon comes home from summer camp and she lives in downtown New York. She lives in an urban area. Right in the beginning of the film, she finds out that her dad got a promotion at work, and so Margaret, her mom and her dad have to move across the river to New Jersey, which of course is a big, huge no-no for people who live in New York, and they all dread having to go live in New Jersey. But when they get there, they live in this beautiful suburb area of New Jersey, and Margaret soon realizes that it's not as bad as it seems. However, she's going through a lot of changes. She's an 11-year-old girl. This movie really deals with a lot of really difficult subjects. Margaret's dealing with starting the 6th grade at a new school, trying to make friends. She's looking forward to those bodily changes. It depicts girls as wanting these changes soon to show that they're older and more mature. Margaret's dealing with the issue of some of her friends going through these changes before her, and she begins to pray to God so that those changes happen for her. She also starts to pray to God without any prompting from outside influences. She just starts to do this on her own. It's kind of a neat story that faith is still an important thing and that people believe that there is a higher being. As she experiences going to different churches and trying to figure out for herself which church works best for her. She also deals with some very difficult family issues. I don't want to get into too much detail about that because those are critical pieces to the film. The film really deals with some very difficult themes and how Margaret handles those. I really feel like Abby Ryder Fortson, she did a masterful job of portraying Margaret Simon. By the way, I think I forgot to mention that the story takes place back in the 1970s, but she really did a wonderful job of bringing the emotion of a girl of 11 years old who's going through these different difficult things. And you can feel what it is that she's feeling, and for that I thought she really seemed like a veteran actress. And while she has been in some other things as well, she's still a very young actor, but the way she portrayed this role made her seem like she's been doing this for many, many years. And it was a pleasure to watch her portray Margaret the way that she did. In fact, Abby Ryder Fortson is only 15 years old right now. She was obviously younger than that while she was filming. All the supporting actors, Rachel McAdams is wonderful as her mother. I've always liked Kathy Bates in the films that she's done. She plays grandmother really well. All the other young kids in the film who play minor roles are very believable. The way they portrayed 1970 in the furniture, the houses, the cars, just the overall look and feel of the film made you feel like you were in that decade. You really feel for Margaret as she's going through this, and because it just draws the audience in. I found it uncomfortable at times being the only guy in the theater at the time. Luckily my wife was sitting next to me. It was just a really well done storyline, very believable. I found out later on that Judy Blume actually does a cameo in this film. I didn't know that until after I had seen the film, but for those of you who haven't seen it yet, if you're going to, look for A Woman Walking a Dog, and that's the author, Judy Blume. I recommend the film from an emotional perspective. If you like that type of film, it did a great job of dealing with those issues, but the resolution was good too. And really, the acting by Abby Ryder Fortson was just something to watch, just to see how masterfully she does this role. I give this film an 8 out of 10 and recommend you go see it before it's gone from theaters. It probably won't be there much longer. I took a look at some of the numbers for this film. The budget to make the film was approximately $30 million. When I looked at the statistics for how much money the film had made to date, I believe it was yesterday when I looked it up, and at that time it had only grossed worldwide approximately 16.5 million. So it's just barely over half of the budget at this point, which is too bad because it's pretty amazing to see how these young actors, especially Abby Ryder Fortson, do with this difficult role and plot the way that it is. It's well worth the watch just to watch the main character portrayed by Abby Ryder Fortson. And out of the other actors in this film, I think Rachel McAdams and Kathy Bates are right up there doing a great job as well. It was fun to be transported back to that time frame. Thanks so much for watching this review. I've got a couple others coming. I just got home from the theater a little while ago watching the Monday Mystery movie, so I'm going to try to get that out for you tomorrow. Plus, I saw Knights of the Zodiac over the weekend. I'm going to do a review for that probably tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to send me a message, you can send an email to AmericanMovieFreaks@protonmail.com or leave a comment below. Maybe between now and the next time I post a review, I'll see you at the show.